We are going to do the pop-out crop cutout, or as I like to call it, the Barbie movie poster effect. So watch me. Here we go from the Barbie movie song, Dance With Me. You like that? Okay, so it took me a bunch of extra work to get that Barbie kind of star circle shape around the edge. So you can do it with just a circle, but we're going to use a blend mode and a bunch of downloading, uploading, flattening, and transparency. So let's do it. Put it on a radial starburst or a starburst with halftone dots and add our custom title text. So new document, purple plus button, and 16 by 9 for me because I'm going for a YouTube output, but whatever works. I'm going to grab my resources. So I went to Google Images for Lobo Seawolf mascot and got this Twitter one. But anyone with kind of the hand sticking out. So download that to your desktop. And then grab the Sonoma Lobo logo transparent from this College Baseball Hub. And finally, the Barbie movie poster circle star shape, or this one. And I scrolled down a little to the Pinterest one, but any solid one should work. But this is the Pinterest one, Barbie birthday party ideas and crafts. All right. Okay, so we got a blank artboard. Let's bring in Lobo and kind of resize Lobo. So the end results, you don't need the feet. So I'm going to go from like just below the waist up and then recenter. Okay. And then I'm going to duplicate it with the ... contextual menu at the top. And if that doesn't work, you can copy and paste. You can option drag, or you can hit reload, and then it should work for duplicate. Command D. Let's see if the keyboard shortcut, Command D. There we go. No, not Command Z. Copy it, click on it, Command D. I don't like that. All right, we want to duplicate. So from the contextual taskbar, duplicate, Command D. If you're not getting this pop-up menu, just hit Command D. Or option drag, or Command C, Command V, copy and paste. You want to be perfectly on top of each other, which you can do if you just are really careful and get the, what I call the double crosshair, but again, it's two smart guides in the horizontal and vertical direction making a crosshair. And then you don't need the top one. And here's where, you could just use a circle. So you could just fast forward a bunch until I bring in a black shape. And then you could just go to elements and grab a shape, design assets, shapes, view all, and circles, view all. So you could just grab your circle and do this with a circle, right? But you need a black shape to get rid of to cut it out, right? Or to crop it or to mask it. So I am going to make a new page and get the Barbie design I got and bring in the Barbie design and get the double smart guides, drag it out. And now what I want to do is I want to remove the background, but I can't because I got two layers. I got the background layer and this single layer. And I guess it's white on white, so it's fine. You could remove background if your background is a different color. But I want it to be a solid color. So I'm going to download it, upload it. PNG or JPEG is fine. And then do a select and invert. So let me drag this to the desktop. Keep both. All right. And then new page, same size, and bring in the flat or the merged Get the double crosshair. It's kind of hard to see where your corner is, but all right. So now I can do my trick, which is the first, I guess, before the trick, go to color and background to no fill, the red diagonal line through this white square. Now the trick, like I said, is to erase with the quick selection, and you get your transparent pixels, but you actually want to invert the selection. So you see how the marching ants are around the background, how that blue area is background. So back to erase and invert, which would give us like a cutout for our shape. So if I go to done now after hitting invert, I'll have a transparent center, and I can make the background color black, which is what I need for that circle. Looks like I got a little, it's pretty good, right? So I don't know, it's not perfect because there might be some little glitter black and whites on the edge, or whites, but it's pretty good. So let's download it, upload it, remove the background, and we got our black shape. So I am going to download a JPEG. And there's my black shape. New page. Upload it. Get it to double smart guide, crosshair. And remove the background. And it looked the same, but again, if you go back to, I wish you could set this default color just to, you know, most people just like white, but it's nice, this transparent. And what you can do then, right, so now I got it, and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go back to my first tab, and I'm going to paste it, Command V, and you know, you could just use your circle, but now I got this. I'm going to drag it to the bottom because we don't need it yet. I'm going to go to my top layer Lobo, or my mascot, and reduce the opacity to 0 because there's no easier way to do that. And then I am going to, let's see, I guess I want to kind of, I want to maybe see, you want to resize this. So I'm going to option drag kind of around the top of the head area so the ears pop out a little, and it's kind of centered. So it looks like I got a good center. I got some good ears going on at the top. Let me click off. I could nudge it up. I could click on it and use the up arrow to go up 1 if I wanted to. Should probably zoom in, but I'm not going to zoom in. So, all right. So now I got it where I want it. Drag it down to the bottom. Click on the Lobo on top. Opacity, blend mode, screen. Boom. There is our pop out, our crop, our mask. And now I can bring the top Lobo back from opacity 0 to opacity 100. I can hit remove the background without deselecting Lobo, and grab my erase, switch to circle brush, increase the size way up, and erase the bottom that I'm not using. All right, I like it. So done. And let's see, one more trick while we're here is if I can go to the background color and do none. Oop, never mind. Let's leave it as white because we have this blend mode interaction going on. Let's download it, upload it, put it on our new page. So flatten, merge. I'm going to make a new page the same size. Go back and download this as a JPEG, the whole page, or whole 3 layers. All right, and now I can bring it in to this new page I have. Get the double smart guide centered. There we go. Now I can go to background color none. And nothing changes on screen because I haven't removed the background, but when I do remove the background, I should get transparent. Oh no. That didn't work. So I gotta go to erase and quick select, and then that does a pretty good job. So, all right, scared myself for a second. Sorry about that. Done. And I think this effect looks good when you have an extra shape going around Lobo, like a line, kind of like that YouTube outline look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this shape that I have. I am going to, not opacity, effects and duotone, and then click on the sliders. You can make it any color you want, and if you change the shadows to white, you got a nice white Barbie shape. A circle with a lot of star points, or really a star with points that are very short around a circle. Okay, so back in. This is a little tricky. Command V to paste it. Okay, so I resized Lobo, and then I couldn't get my Barbie star shape in the right position. So be careful not to resize Lobo. And let's see, I got my Barbie star on the back. I'm going to try to make it so it's barely bigger than the star. And now if I zoom in, Command plus, see how it's barely bigger? I can move it, and it should. No, I'm looking at there we go, getting really close there. So I'm just looking for it to be uniform all around the edge. Right, I think I just about nailed it there. It might be slightly off, but for demo purposes, maybe down right. See, I'm moving Lobo now, and I want to be moving the star so it's barely bigger. All right, so once you got it so the star is barely bigger than the image, you can Command minus back out, and then you can select your star, and be careful you're selecting your star, and then Option drag the star so it kind of makes a nice chunkier outline. So tricky part there. If it's not perfect, don't worry about it. If you don't want to use the white, don't use it. But now we're good. Now it's just adding the... so now I'm going to group it actually, marquee drag and group. And now we can kind of start repositioning it and getting ready for the starburst and the text. So get a add content, media, photos, radial or starburst, and halftone. I guess that starburst is by definition radial. I like this one, the orange one, but you can use any. And I am going to recolor it, some of the Lobo color. So on effects, duotone, click on the adjuster, shadow, eyedropper, and then get like a nice kind of Lobo blue. And then highlights, I just left white, just okay. And let's see, I kind of put the starburst where Lobo was, and then maybe Command minus and really drag it out, Option drag it out. Oop, Command Z. I was holding Command instead of Option, and that keeps kind of the starburst on Lobo, and then Command left bracket to send the starburst to the back, or you can use the dot 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 menu if it's working for you, or you can click and drag to reposition the stacking order. All right, so I like this color punch one, worked for me, and then I kind of fine-tuned it. I added some brightness. I added some brightness to everything. I thought Lobo was kind of dark, so I clicked on Lobo, and then clicked on Lobo and went to adjust and added a little brightness, a little highlight increase, and then this other starburst, it was a little dark too, so I added a little adjust and a little brightness, a little highlights. And then I grabbed my text. So I went to the add-on on the left and the text effect studio and chose the yellow and white 3D text for spring. Enter 2026, enter number 11. Change my font to the collegiate font I've been using. And at the bottom, added it to the design. Got rid of this right-hand menu. Tried to position it at least horizontally centered for now. And then Option drag a corner out. And repositioned it. And then I wanted to make it the color of the Lobo logo like I've been doing. So I brought the Lobo logo in so I could lift the colors from the duotone adjustment. And I got my shadows to be white, my highlights to eyedropper navy blue. Done. While I'm here, I could throw on my glow with the custom white color, so it stands out from the background. Edit the colors to add the usual contrast, sharpness at the bottom, and then play with the shadows a little to kind of get something that brightens it up a little. The one thing I did notice done with Lobo, can delete it, was if you zoom way in, the fingers didn't come out perfectly. So while I got Lobo, I can zoom in to maybe 100%. And so in between the fingers, if you want to go to erase, and then quick select, change to circle brush. I think I used like a 3 or 4 pixel brush. Let's do 5 pixel. Okay, 6 pixel. And then come in and erase. Just be careful not to go too far. I did that over here too. And you know, these fingers are cropped, so if you want to give them a little more circular, get rid of that geometric line. I'm kind of butchering everything, but you get the idea. If you zoom way in, you can do a better job and go slower. So, all right, so Command 0. Let's see, get rid of erase. I do want to add the effect, and then scroll to the bottom, glow, custom white color to get the little separation. And you got it. So let's see, Command 0, get rid of the menu on the left, get rid of the page on the bottom, and you have a Barbie Lobo pop-out, crop, cutout effect. So have fun with it, and I hope you get some good results.